Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at Little Box of Horrors Maker's Choice. If you don't know what that is, I'll go ahead and drop the details in the description below. With that said, let's get started. Okay. These again. I love the way these look. And I'm so tempted every time. But I just haven't been able to get them to work. I'm going to say this every time. I'm going to click on the fluid art polishes and be like, should I? They don't work. But I don't know. They make some good ones. They draw me in every time. Okay. It looks like BCB has some interesting ones. So let's check this out. The Red Door. And right off the bat, this is giving me like vampire vibes. This would be a cool one for Halloween. With some Dracula stamping. And here it looks a little bit vampier. So I can't tell because if you look here, it's like a bright cherry red. And then this one almost looks terracotta. So I don't know if it's one of those that it depends on the lighting or, let's see. Inspiration is the movie Insidious. Haven't seen it. A bright red jelly with green, blue, purple flakes, and black flakes. So they're calling it a bright red. So probably more like this. It just has to do with lighting differences. And then there's Unsettling Lore. This one's pretty cool. It reminds me of more like an Under the Sea theme, which it very well could be because this is Maker's Choice. Inspired by Pokemon's Lavender Town. So that's kind of funny because she made one for Polished Gamers that's also based on Lavender Town. So these could be like, I don't know, twin polishes in a set. Purple, blue, red multichrome with pink, orange, gold flakes, white hex glitters, and a touch of hollow flakes. I don't know if I'm in love with it. So we'll keep going. Sandy Claus. Now that's obviously Nightmare Before Christmas. But it's kind of weird that it's you know what? No, it's not weird. I was thinking it's called Sandy Claus, so it's supposed to be like Santa Claus. I always think when I see Sandy Claus that it's Oogie Boogie Man. So, yeah. It's kind of cool. Human Form. This one reminds me of Monarch. They have one called Bell Bottoms that I've really been wanting, and I've been talking myself out of it. Don't buy it. You don't need it. But it looks a lot like this one. Same shimmer color. I think maybe it's a little bit more opaque. The base is a little more opaque. The other one's a jelly and maybe a lighter nude color, but it's pretty close. This one is Swamp Sample. I like this one. This is a nice prugly. See here. I do feel like because I've been making my duping videos and I've been trying to recreate polishes, I feel like I could recreate this one because I do have this kind of chocolatey base. And I do also own a green Hollow Taco topper, so I feel like I won't buy it because of that. But let's see, was it based on Shrek? Swamp Sample is our twisted little tribute to the beauty of the bizarre and exclusive for Little Box of Horrors that celebrates our love for all things prugly. Okay. A little mud, a little magic, and a whole lot of what is that color? So the inspiration is kind of just like pruglies, which is cool. It's Maker's Choice, and at least they didn't like make a polish and then try to make it fit something. You know, like, oh, we actually did it about Shrek, even though they were just going to make that polish anyway. Okay, so this one is another prugly. Like, it's one of those that you kind of look at and you go, what? But then you kind of look at it longer and you go, okay. It's like, what is that? What? Hold up. Stop. Oh, okay. But it's got like that khaki with the red glitters. It's just very off. Let's see. Inspired by Art the Clown from the costume shop scene in The Terrifier 2. Okay. I haven't seen The Terrifier 2. I don't really like slashers. I don't mind violence and other things. Like, I love Squid Game, and I know some people think that that's like way too gory or gratuitous. I don't really think so. And I like true crime and things like that, but I just, for some reason, and the fact that he's supposed to find it just like funny, like it's supposed to be a gag, I think horror is scarier when it's presented as comedy. So, not for me. And then Dracula Doesn't Drink Lemonade. This is just, it looks like a perfect dupe for Neon Lights from Lacquer, which I picked up during whatever month that was for the vacation destinations. It actually looks exactly the same, down to like it has that little bit of iridescent flaky glitter. So if you missed out on Neon Lights, go ahead and pick that up. Okay. Werewolves Don't Go to Summer Camp. Is this Goosebumps? This one's really cool. I like when they put these, like, they almost look like shavings, like you just shaved your legs and put it in a polish, which is disgusting, but also really cool. It adds like a different kind of texture and like fun to it with those green glitters. It's very, very Goosebumps. Okay. My inspo is the Bailey School Kids book of the same name. So I don't know what the Bailey School Kids is. Maybe it's like a knockoff of Goosebumps. You know, I'm sure there were a lot of those. This one's cute. I'll add it to my wish list. I've been wanting to try the Dark and Twisted because they have some interesting combos. And I always like that when it's something completely new that you haven't seen before. Okay. This one's really nice. I don't think I'm going to click on it because I have enough purples. Okay. The birds. Okay. Oh, it's based off of Hitchcock's The Birds. That was a terrible movie. And they treated her awful behind the set. He's a creep. Like, I want to watch Alfred Hitchcock movies because there's like no denying they are creepy. But knowing the history of how he treated the starlets in his films is just, it kind of ruins it. Pyre Bride. And I shouldn't be laughing. Like, it's not funny, but, you know, awkward, nervous laughter. All right. This one's really cool. I was out of ideas, bone dry, nothing left in the bottle or the brain. So I went down to the crossroads, desperate for a spark, and there he was, the devil, slick as oil and grinning like he knew I'd show. He didn't want much, just a promise whispered in lacquer, I struggle with that word, and in return he handed me 4 nail polish designs hotter than hell and twice as pretty. Now my maker's choice burns with brimstone shimmer and unholy inspiration. It's a black and deep red with fiery red to copper to gold shimmer. I love that description. That is great. It like sets the stage to be its own horror movie or story. That's really cool. Okay. A Dark Place. It sounds like Garth Marenghi. Is that? No. It says inspiration in my head at times. Yeah, I can relate to that. I can relate to that big time. So this reminds me of an ILNP shade. I'm kind of like looking back here to see if I have it on my shelf. I don't remember what it's called, but I know that if you search by the oranges, it'll be like an orange, under an orange multi-chrome, even though it's brown. And I feel like it's kind of, you know, an exact dupe, so I won't pick this up. Even though I love those chromey browns. Like, if you don't have one, I mean, it depends. Do you like it? I like them. Okay. And this looks like another good dupe for an ILNP called Jinx, which I own. And Jinx is actually not my favorite because I feel like it has a lot less flakies than I thought it would looking at the photos. So this one looks like it might have more what I was hoping from Jinx. So yeah, see, that's really pretty. 1 second, I'm gonna clear my throat. Maybe turn your volume down. My allergies are terrible. Now, there was one called, I believe it's called Happy Hour from Rogue. I don't know if they still have it on their site, but this looks really similar. So I wanted to click on it just to say that. This one's really interesting. I don't know if it's a color that I would personally wear, but it is really cool. Like almost for like witch themed nails for Halloween. Let's see what it looks like over here. You could put it over something. Yeah, it could be like a witch's brew or like a tarot kind of vibe. That's pretty. But I will skip. Whoa. I don't have to skip that far down. Okay, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I wonder what this is based off of. It's really pretty. I've been wanting another night owl because I got one from, is it Fandom Flakies, I think, last year around Christmas, and I love their formula. Like, it's so nice. So I've been waiting for like another one to really catch my eye. And this one does catch my eye. I would put it on my wish list, except I just got Dead House from Cuticula during the rewind. And it's too similar, I think. It's definitely not the same. They're very different in a way and kind of the same color-wise. They've got those teal flakes, they've got the purple, I don't know if it's got like black shreds in there. Black reflective glitter pigment, purple metallic flakes, and multi-chrome flakes that shift lime green, green, blue, indigo. So it's got kind of the same color story. So as pretty as this is, it does not belong in my collection alongside Dead House. Unfortunately. Okay, we've got Piranha. And this one's really cool. I like this. It's got like the blue and the red. It almost looks like patriotic, which is like, would I wear it then? But then it has these like heart glitters, right? Piranha is a blood orange and lake blue glitter mix with moss hearts. I hope they didn't put moss in the formula. I think they mean moss green. So that doesn't look orange to me. Maybe it's the lighting, but it looks like it's blue and red. It's a cool one though. I'll add that to the wish list. I'm serious when I say like I might need speech therapy to be doing these because I feel like I mumble so much and like I listen to myself back and it's like I can't talk. Maybe I need to take like orator classes or something. Okay, what's the buzz? Now this is a thermal. It's cute. So this is based off of like killer bees or inspired by this cute little bee butt someone sent me. Okay, let's see it. Let's see the bee butt. Where's the bee butt? How am I supposed to know if it looks like the bee butt if the picture's not on here? Like, I'm a pervert. I need this. Ooh. $1 billion babies. This one is pretty cool. And I try to stay away from magnetics nowadays because I just don't have the energy to be like standing there with the magnet and I don't know. I know there's probably an easier way, but you know, I just want to get it one and done, get it over with. But this one might be an exception. I really like that. Inspired by my first love of shock rock, the legendary Alice Cooper. Fun fact. One time I managed to get front row tickets, sheer luck to Alice, and he pretended to cut my husband's head off with his sword during this song. Okay. That's pretty funny. Just like the imagery. Okay. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Inspired by my first love of shock rock, the legendary Alice Cooper. What did he do this time? I've been to see Alice at least 7 times, and his theatrical performances are second to none. Clearly. So this reminds me of the other one that looked like Jinx from ILNP, except it doesn't have a jelly base, and there is more of like that maroon. It's like a purple to maroon chrome, it looks like. But it does have those rainbow flakies, so, you know, if I were you, I'd pick one if you like both of these. Let's keep going. Perfectly Splendid. What is that from? Oh my god, that's from that Haunting of Bly Manor. So, like, maybe like a week or two ago, sorry, I'm going on a tangent, but I was really bored and I just wanted something like mindless to watch. And usually, like, I don't watch American TV too much because I feel like, I mean, just to be honest, it sucks. So, but I didn't want to read captions, and I was like, I just want something like mindless while I scroll my phone. So I turned this on thinking it was a movie. Come to find out it's a TV series, and it's just in my opinion not good. So there's this little girl she keeps going, perfectly splendid. It's perfectly splendid. And it was driving me nuts because, like, you know, generally kids aren't very good actors, and that's just how it is. And so I don't know. It was just driving me nuts. And this show is so drawn out and it's so boring. Like, nothing's happening. And they're just drawing it out when it could have just been condensed into a movie. And apparently it was based off of Turn of the Screw, like the book, which I read a while ago. And literally, I don't even remember what it was about. All I remember is that it was, like, not that interesting. I was like, why is this a classic? So anyway, but it's a pretty polish. I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum if you like it, but God, that drove me nuts. Yep, The Haunting of Bly Manor. Delicate pink crelly with a gorgeous bronze to green aurora shimmer and moss green metallic flakes. So I do have the Summer Everything Began from Cuticula, so too similar to be in my collection. And I hate the name. Every time I put it on, I'd be like, ugh. Okay. Megan, Friendship Evolve. This is another one I kind of wanted to see because it looked very cheesy, but I haven't got around to it yet. Okay, this looks like it's actually a topper, which I would not have been led to believe from the first swatch photos. And I have, like, some of these types of toppers from Ice Cream Nails. They're actually great. I think it's called, like, the Gaming Collection or something. I don't know if they still have it, but let's move on. Don't need any more base coat. I think I'm set on that. Bark once for yes, twice for no. What's that from? Ein, the Welsh Corgi, and Cowboy Bebop. Okay, my brother loves Cowboy Bebop. I think I've seen like one episode. I didn't really get into it, but it's probably because I was watching it halfway through. Yeah, this one it's really pretty when it's like this. Like, it's this dark maroon color. But then, like, here you can see, let me click on it. Here you can see that it kind of turns like an orangey gold. And I'm not a big fan of that color. So that's why I kind of have trouble with chromes. Because I want it to just stay one way. Take Me to Your Glitter. This is a really, really pretty cobalt blue. Now, the only thing is it's a little plain for me. So even though I like the color, I just feel like I could probably find it somewhere else. I I like these boxes for like the flaky bombs and the funky finishes. Like, I just want more from it. Okay, what's your nail polish? Rumpelstiltskin. And this one, I love Watcha. I think it's a little too similar to Blood Monster, which I already own. The only difference is the Blood Monster has like yellow glitters in it. Mr. Gold of Once Upon a Time. It would have been funnier if it was called Trinket Lip Slums and it was based off of Grimm. If you get that reference, if you've seen it. If not, you should really watch Grimm because it is so cheesy and bad that you just want to watch it just to laugh. It's an old show too, so. Okay, this is Climbing Clematis. I don't know how to say it. Chlamydia. So this reminds me of a book I just read. And I'm not going to go on another rant because, like, you know, this is about polish. And I'm sure you've had enough. But my advice, do not read, what is it called? Incredibly Bright Creatures. Everybody was, like, raving about that book. So I was excited to read it for my book club. And let me tell you, it was boring as heck. And it didn't really pull on my heartstrings. And the octopus did not have much to do with anything. So, cool idea, poor execution. Save yourself the time and money. I love flowers in the summer. And one of my faves is a climbing ? That grows on the mailbox. Nice. This is a cute one. Okay. This one's called Downtown. This one's nice. This is like a Barbie pink. And it looks like it leans like a little more warm tone than some of the bright, like pastel Barbie pinks. For me, I love these types of colors. And I always like want to find the perfect one that looks good on me. And I'm just drawn to them. But every time I get one, they don't work with my skin tone. So it's kind of sad because I love that color so much. Just like an orchid pastel pink, but it doesn't work for me. What is this? Hold up. Wicked Lacquer Mystery Overpours Skull Bottle Sale. I have a few overpours from previous release Little Box of Horrors colors. Also some protos. All polishes will be in the old skull bottles. See what I mean? I need to take a class. No labels. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's really cheap for $5. I'm kind of interested in that. To see, just like for a little fun. What do I get? Okay. Let's see if they have any magnets, any stamping plates. All right. Where are my stamping plates? Where are my stamping plates? Okay. I love this picture. Like every time I scroll through that, sorry, I gotta clear my throat again. Every time I see that picture, I'm like, I gotta have like a poster of it or something. Like, it's just so nice. Or if you could get a physical gift card with that on it. Anyway. So here's a stamping plate. I really don't prefer the ones that have all these patterns, like where most of the plate is filled with repeating patterns. I just don't find that I use them that much. I do really want an alien plate, but I want more like single images and words. So unfortunately, not for me. ET magnet. Now that doesn't look like ET. He's cuter than ET. So I would be getting this, except I already got the Bulbasaur magnet from Polish Gamers, which has a cross effect, so I don't need it, but that is really cute. I was hoping they'd bring back the spider. That is one thing I regret not getting, is that spider magnet. Okay, Scooby Snacks. Scooby Snacks. Toasted pistachio, salted caramel, and a smooth, creamy vanilla cheesecake. With a hint of graham cracker crust. So, I don't know if it was... I feel like it wasn't Ribbit Stickets, but I feel like I saw somewhere somebody made a... this is like word of mouth, like telephone or something, but that there was a Scooby snack scent that did not smell good. And I really don't think it was this brand. I think it was a different brand, but just having that in my mind, I think I'll skip it to be on the safe side. Cursed Conservatory Cuticle Balm. Now, I have been really into these. I really like my one from Bluebird. I have the Skittles scent, and it's just like amazing. I want to use it all the time. I want to like bathe myself in it. But I can't because the tin is too small. Citrus and middle notes of apple, sugar, and violet with base notes of peach and musk. The citrus, the apple, the sugar, that's all good. Peach, all good. But with the violet and the musk, it might end up being too dark of a scent, or I'm kind of afraid of anything that smells too much like cologne. So, I fear the man. Okay, rosemary mint. I love this. It's Rosemary's Baby. So, honestly, the first book is not that good, and I have never seen the movie. But the second, like the sequel to Rosemary's Baby, that is hilarious. Like, it is just, like, I don't know if I can cuss on YouTube, so it was a total mind bleep. It's just crazy and hilarious. Like, the whole time I was reading it, I was just laughing. Like, it's just wild. Doesn't even feel like it's like in the same world as the first book. I mean, I guess the first book, you know, it's a bizarre concept, but still, yeah, they just took it somewhere weird. So highly recommend that you read the second book. I freaking love that book. It is rosemary, basil, sage, and mint. So that sounds great. I'm adding it to the wish list, and I'm mainly doing that because I love the cover. And it's going to remind me of one of my favorite worst books of all time. I think it was called Son of Rosemary. And that's actually, yeah, anyway. We won't get into it. It's going to turn into a rant. Okay, so this is the Creepy Bugs plate. I have denied myself this plate several times now. This would be my third time. And I really want this. There's only 3 images, like, that I want. But I love the Audrey too. So, you know what? I'm going to add it to wish list. Let's see what we got. Okay. Wow, that was more than I thought. So, Werewolves Don't Go to Summer Camp versus Piranha. I think with this topper, it's really cool, but it's also kind of random. I might not find myself wearing it a lot because I'd have to find like the perfect cream and the perfect situation. So even though it's cool, excuse me, I'm trying to delete you. And this one, it's really cool. They're going to start releasing some cool ones though for Halloween. So even though I am really feeling this one a lot. I mean, do I want it over the mystery overpours? I don't know, because I don't know what I'm getting with the mystery overpours. So it is only $5, but it's still $5. And I could get one that I don't like or that is a repeat of something I already have. So I've got these 3 for now. I'm going to think on it some more. I'm definitely getting the cuticle balm. Like, even if I just get the cuticle balm. And then I'll think on the stamping plate. I probably will take it back out of my cart, just seeing as like it's $15 for 3 images. It doesn't really add up, but I like to pretend I'm going to get it every now and then. And yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I really appreciate, you know, any of that stuff. And see you in the next one.